So I get asked a lot about intra-workout nutrition and what my favorite intra-workout is. Now, there is obviously no best out there. There's a lot of different options depending on your needs, your training style. And today I have an intra-workout that is pretty different from the competition. RAW Intra-Workout is a very different intra-workout, in my opinion. Normally, the second you open up an intra-workout, it jumps straight into at least BCAAs, if not a full EAA panel. Now that opens up a whole debate on which amino acids are most important, if you need supplemental EAAs on top of the 3 BCAAs, and the ratios of all those things. One thing I like about this product is they went completely different and they jumped straight into some other very important nutrition factors that can be used during your workout. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and jump into what RAW Intra-Workout is.
Welcome to PricePlow.
Now I'm going to jump off the bat here with a disclaimer. If you are afraid of carbohydrates, RAW Intra-Workout is not for you. This product breakdown is probably not for you. And you know what? Maybe this channel probably isn't for you if carbohydrates scare you. Today we're talking about an intra-workout that is definitely for people who are training intensely and require intra-workout carbohydrates. Now, if you don't think you train intensely, then you probably should give up on training in general, because that should be your goal every single day you hit the gym. But RAW Intra-Workout really can help make sure that you are attacking the gym at a different level of intensity and able to keep up the training, keep up the intensity, keep moving, and get recovering. So, starting from the top, let's talk about the minerals that are included in RAW Intra. Sodium, potassium, and magnesium lead this scoop let's go with 2 scoops being the full dosage, because we don't really do anything less than that. There's 20 servings here, so that's perfect for a month's training. You get 192 milligrams of sodium from sea salt, you get 106 milligrams of potassium from potassium citrate, and 11 milligrams of magnesium for magnesium oxide. So let's be honest, magnesium oxide is not the greatest source. It's mostly in here as a flow agent to make sure this isn't caking up in the machines. And 11 milligrams of magnesium is not that big of a deal. So we're not going to talk about that all much. But here, the sodium and potassium are very important factors because they can help with hydration, endurance, and muscle contractions, which is really what we're here for, right? Muscle contractions are going to help make sure you get a great pump, you get that mind and muscle connection, you're able to contract the muscle and stay in the game longer. Now, the endurance and hydration factors are going to be really important for those long training sessions where you might be sweating a ton. You need to be replacing the electrolytes that you're losing during that sweating, and you're going to keep up your long training sessions. So the pink Himalayan sea salt I'm down with. It's not really any different than getting salt from another source. There are some other trace minerals involved there, but not enough to really, make a huge deal. Tastes good. Potassium is super important, and if you are a person who has focused on sodium for any amount of time, you probably have realized that potassium needs to be in a correct ratio with it. Having 106 milligrams here is a good amount for me. It's going to help make sure that your heart health, first of all, is there, because potassium is really important for blood pressure regulation and stuff like that. But it's also going to help, again, with contractions here and endurance in the gym with your hydration. Remember, it's not about how much water you drink, but how much you can retain, and electrolytes are going to be very important for that. So, moving into the carbohydrate sources, we have 25 grams of highly branched cluster dextrin here. HBCD is one of my most favorite carbohydrate sources here. I'm glad that even though they have a blend with one other carbohydrate source here, they did not lower the HBCD. Studies show HBCD can really help with endurance. It's faster through the gut. There's very little insulin response. It is a very, very good carbohydrate source for pre or intra-workout carbohydrate consumption. I wouldn't recommend you take this product the rest of the day, just because it's an expensive carbohydrate source and it's not really needed. This is amazing for pre-workout or intra-workout needs here, so I'm super happy they went with this one over some lesser quality ones that they may have been able to choose. Now, next we have 2 grams of D-Ribose. Now, ribose has a ton of incredible benefits. It cannot be stored as fat. It's very fast usable. There's a lot of great benefits for, elderly folks and such, but here you're gonna see it as a fast-acting sugar that your body's gonna eat up and use really quickly. Some people will have an insulin response to this and drop their blood sugar. It's a very rare response, but for me, it just shows how fast-acting it is, and I like that about it because it's gonna have very little digestion needed. It's not gonna pull a lot of blood to your stomach here, and that's something I like a lot about this product, is that it's going to aid you without really having too much stress as a digestive process. Moving into the actives outside of the carbohydrate sources, we start off with 1 gram of coconut water powder. This is really gonna help with hydration. Coconut water powder is full of tons of different trace minerals. Very happy to see that. It also tastes pretty good, so it's gonna help with this tropical punch flavor. After that, we have betaine anhydrous at 1 gram. That's pretty good because there's 5 grams in the pump product. So if you're taking these together, you get a total of 6 grams. Betaine anhydrous is super helpful as an osmolyte, also for power output. There's a ton of different benefits of betaine anhydrous. I don't think that you can ever get enough of it. And it's also a product that needs to kind of be loaded over time. You get more benefits as you take it regularly over time. So if you're training 4 or 5 days a week and you're not taking it on the off days, I like the extra dose here because it could possibly help with the days that you're not taking it. Betaine anhydrous is something I'm a huge fan of, and I think you should take every day. I know I do. 1 gram may be underdosed for most people, they're thinking, but when you're taking the full stack, you're getting a very healthy dose, actually over 2 times the normal clinically studied dose. It's important to remember that this is part of an entire system. It's not a just a single ingredient product that you should be taking on your own. You should be taking this ideally with the raw pump as well. After that, we have pink Himalayan sea salt, which is what we talked about before as the source for the sodium. We have 500 milligrams of the sea salt, which of course yields 192 milligrams of sodium. There are other trace minerals in there. There's other benefits to it, but we're mostly really looking at the salt yield here, which is great if you are a salt person. I personally like to salt all of my meals, so 192 milligrams is not low for me. I think that it's just a fine dose intra-workout. I think that if you're trying to take like 500 plus milligrams of salt around your workout, you probably are either a really big dude and need a lot of salt, or you're not salting the rest of your meals enough, and I think that you should be looking at the rest of your day as well. I'm a little bit against the whole mega dose of sodium around your workout idea. Next, we have grapeseed extract, which is standardized for 95% proanthocyanins. Grapeseed extract is super helpful for a lot of different health benefits, but in this case, we're looking at the ability to create nitric oxide. Grapeseed extract was the first extract that Vaso-6 was actually studied being extracted from. It's really helpful for blood flow, but it's also a cost-effective ingredient here. So if you want to add something into an intra-workout that's going to help a little bit with nitric oxide, but not completely break the bank and raise the price on the product too much, this is a great choice. Super high standardization here. We know that it's going to be really helpful for blood flow and relaxing the blood vessels because it's standardized to 95% proanthocyanins. Big benefit there. Now the last ingredient they have in here is alpha lipoic acid, which really helps lowering blood sugar. It's going to help because the Cluster Dextrin and Ribose are very fast acting carbohydrates. So you're not only getting really fast carbohydrates, but you also get the alpha lipoic acid here to make sure that you're controlling it pretty well. 200 milligrams is a great dose for that. I don't think you're gonna go hypo unless you have a reaction to the D-Ribose, which like I said is like 2% of the population I've ever seen. I like the way this controls the blood sugar and not just give you a massive dose of carbohydrates. And that's it. No EAAs, no BCAAs, none of the other stuff that you normally see, so it's very different for me. You may want to mix this with the EAA from raw, or maybe your own choice of EAAs, but on its own, this is a very versatile product. You could probably, if you're a larger person, double scoop this, or double serving this, I mean. It's very scalable to your needs in macronutrients and peri-workout nutrition, which I'm a fan of because I like to mega scoop carbohydrate supplements during my workout. It's not rare for me to take like 75 grams intra-workout during my preps. So something like this, I could take quite a few servings of and not worry about wasting my time or money on taking larger amounts of EAAs that wouldn't work as well for me when I get over a certain amount. In any case, this is a quick breakdown of the formula. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give me a comment below. Let me know. I love going over this stuff, and I'm a big fan of Raw. I think they do some amazing stuff. Dom and Matt over there did an incredible job with the Revive, taking care of people's health, and now they're giving them sports supplements that are both tasty and effective. So in any case, please, if you have any questions, you can run over to blog.priceplow.com/raw nutrition, or you can just ask me any questions below. I'd love to talk to you about the products. This has been a pretty quick video. It's not a huge formula, but I wanted to make sure I got through it quick so I didn't waste any of your time. I really do appreciate you watching the whole video. If you made it to this point, I hope you have a great day. Oh, by the way, I forgot to add on here, you guys always love to call me out on this. We do have a business affiliate relationship with Raw Nutrition. We do really love the stuff that they put out. I am biased because they are good people and are helping out the industry. And I accept that if you want to call me out for my bias. But in any case, got to put that out there for the lawyers. We do have a business affiliate relationship. I did get this product for free, and I have been loving it either way. Again, guys, have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.